What's up, party people? Mr. ASMR Boy here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button below. So, I'm going to be doing a gum chewing ramble, and we have some Mentos spearmint gum. So, I actually purchased this pack last week, and I had every intention of doing a gum chewing video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Here I am on Thursday, but we made it. So I'm realizing that and I just got a haircut today. Let's go for the second one. So, I'm noticing that I have been very consistent with uploading on around Wednesday, Thursday, once a week. So, I don't want to make any promises, but I think moving forward, I am going to strive to get a video out every Thursday. I think that'll be great, just to in terms of familiarity, and all of my subscribers will know when to expect it. So Thursdays is doable for me, just because that's the point of the week where I'm able to unwind a little bit more. Mondays and Tuesdays are my busiest days. Like, I literally start working at about maybe 8 a.m. on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then I'm still doing work at about like midnight. I'll work consistently from like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Take like a 3-hour break, and then from like 8 to midnight, I'm kind of like sporadically working and juggling a few different like items or articles. And that's on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays, I kind of always tend to focus on the stuff I did not get to, basically that I put off on Mondays and Tuesdays, because those are my deadline days for certain items. So Mondays and Tuesdays, I'll work on deadline items that are recurring items every week. And then Wednesday, I'll usually finally get to the bulk of planning for the following week, or responding to different emails, or start working on other projects for next year, for 2021. But come Thursday, for the past month, I'm like, let's give them an ASMR video. So I think I can definitely, without a doubt, commit to every single Thursday. So I'm excited about that, and I enjoy doing rambles and gum chewing rambles. And I think I enjoy it because I personally like gum chewing rambles the most. Like, that's my favorite type of ASMR. Funny enough though, yesterday I was at my parents' house, and we had just finished eating dinner, and we were sitting on the couch, and my mom is chewing her gum. So she's chewing a piece of gum, and I asked her, "Why do you chew your gum like that?" And she was like what? So my mom is a gum popper, so she likes to pop her gum. So she was explaining to my brother and I how she does it, and I still don't know how the hell she does it, but it sounded a little bit something. Oh shit. Hold on. So my mom is a gum popper, and as I said, it sounded a little bit something like, she basically gets the gum. Actually, I don't even want to explain it, but basically she folds the gum in half, and then it creates like an air pocket. She bites down on it, and that's what creates the bubble sound, the popping sound. But I even told her, I said, and you know what's so interesting about that? So I said, I don't like the way you chew your gum. I mean, she could do whatever she wants, obviously, her house. But I said, and that's kind of big coming from me, somebody who actually enjoys gum chewing ASMR, but it's really making my skin crawl right now. And it was making me very anxious, just like the popping part. And come to find out, apparently when she was a kid, my grandpa would actually make my mom go outside to chew her gum because of the popping. I'm like, no wonder, and you still do it. And she said so she would go outside and chew her gum just to pop it. And I'm like, dang, you must have really enjoyed popping your gum if you chose to actually go outside just to pop your gum. I would have been like, okay, I'll just stop popping it. But that's what makes us all different, I guess. So what's new with me? Something that I just started again this week is going to the gym. So back in March, when everything shut down, I had been going to LA Fitness for maybe about 4.5 years, and I would go about 5 times a week. And the shutdown happened, and then I think the month of June rolled through, and I finally got to canceling my gym membership because I was just like, what's the point in having a gym membership if it's closed and there is no reopening date, and then been announced or anything? No like communication pieces sent out to any of their clients, or what do you call this, gym members, any of the members. And so I canceled, and I was paying $30 a month. But so yeah, the last time I actually lifted weights was like first week of March, because I had went to Las Vegas the end of the first week. I came back and then went to I had already had a trip planned to Florida, Tampa, Florida. Still went on that trip, which was a bad idea. And I was on like March 13th. I think the shutdown happened on like March 15th because we were over there when they had announced like the shutdown and whatnot. And so yeah, that was literally the last time that I went to the gym, the very beginning of March. And then like I said, I ran into a planned Vegas trip, and then I ran into a planned trip to Tampa, Florida, beginning and middle of March. So the last time I went to the gym was beginning of March and lifted weights, and it felt so good to be back. So I signed up for a gym membership at a gym right down the street for literally like 1 minute from where I live, which is, talk about convenience, right? Some of you may have heard of EOS Fitness, and so that's the gym that I've been going to. I signed up on Monday. I went Tuesday morning, and I went on Wednesday morning. And so basically what you have to do is they move the whole gym outside into the parking lot. They do have a decent amount of equipment. wish they had another bench just to do presses on, just because they only had 2 of them, and I kind of had to wait for some certain equipment. It wasn't packed, but there was more people than I expected. I think just because I went early, and a lot of people are probably trying to get their workout in before work starts at 9 a.m. So I'm part of that group, basically. And so you have to make a reservation to go. I guess they only allow like a certain amount of people per hour and a half. So you make your reservation 24 hours in advance, or up to 24 hours in advance, and you get a blocked out time period of an hour and a half. What I learned though is there is no way for them to track it. Like, there's no way for them to track if you're there for an hour and a half. I mean, I think there is. Okay, scratch what I just said. They don't track it. There is a way, but they don't track it. So basically, like, say my appointment's at 8 a.m. and I show up, so I have until 9:30 a.m. My appointment is from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. I could show up anytime during that block. But if I show up at 8:45 a.m., I'm really only supposed to stay until 9:30, which is 45 minutes. And therefore, at that point, there is no way for them to determine and say like, oh, you've been here for an hour and a half. Oh, you've been here for an hour and a half. Like, they don't do that. And I know because I scheduled a appointment from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Yeah, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. I showed up at 7:50, and I stayed until like 9:15, 9:20. So I went over quite a bit by like 45 minutes, but in the second day I went over too slightly. Like, I'm not really trying to stay over purposely. Like, I don't want to stay at the gym that long, but yeah, that's when I realized, like, damn, a lot of these people are probably supposed to be done with their workout. But yeah, so on Monday I signed up for the gym membership. Literally, this is the longest stretch I've gone without like lifting weights. What's so crazy is, like, I met all of you guys and was introduced to you guys and made my ASMR channel right at the cusp of or right after the cusp of this whole pandemic and the shutdowns. And so for as long as I've known and been speaking to you guys, I have not been going to the gym. So I've basically been a couch potato since I've been introduced to you all, but I'm excited to get back to it and be lifting weights again. So, but yeah, when I went for the first time on Tuesday, I would say my workout was a moderate success. Moderate in that I had to kind of flip-flop around from different muscle groups that I didn't intend on working out or using that day because of a lack of machine availability, basically. So I wanted to do chest, and so I did do chest right away. I got a bench. That was the first day that I got a bench, and actually, no, I'm wrong. So I was like, damn, like, nothing that I want to do is available. I'm gonna go run. As soon as I got to the treadmill, I looked back and seen the person at the bench dipping, so I felt like I was running, but I think just like my spirit was running. So yeah, I hit bench, and I was like, I'm gonna do chest. Like, that's what I'll do. I'll do chest and tries today, and I hit 2 different chest exercises. And I did one random shoulder exercise because it was next to one of the chest, next to the cables that I was using, I love the cables. And I'm not doing it right now because I don't want to knock this down. So it was next to the cable, so I did like 2 chest workouts, a random shoulder, and then I did 1 tricep. I sit with the free weights, and then I finished off with 2 more chest different workouts, and then I finished it with like a tricep workout, which is the one where it was like just the machine where you put your hands, you grab the bars, and then you kind of just push it down, and it works like underneath, it works like this, works out this part of your arm. But so that was that, and like on the very first day I was very hesitant just because I'm trying to be as cautious as I can be. But in terms of with the virus that's going around, but at the same time I'm like, I do have to have some type of like routine at the same time. I've been working from home since March, so like if I wanted to, I could literally be completely closed off from the entire planet. Like I have Instacart, I can use that. I have Postmates, I can use that. Yeah, I can legit, like, I'm like, why do I even have a car? And the gym that I go to is literally, like I said, if I walked there, it'd probably be like a 4-minute walk, but driving is like a minute. And so what I do, they have like the spray, like disinfectant spray, some paper towels to wipe down all the machines you use. So I did that. Plus I took hand sanitizer and Clorox wipes with me, just as a backup. So I use the hand sanitizer after every workout. And before every workout, I use their disinfectant spray and their paper towels to wipe down the machines or the dumbbells or the weights that I was about to use. But it went well. Day number 2. So day number 1, I was there, which was on Tuesday. I was probably there for about an hour and 15 minutes. And the second day, I want to say that I was there for about an hour and 35 minutes. And day 2, I got a really good workout in, and I'm feeling it big time today. Like my lats are super sore. So day 2, I did back, buys, and then I hit shoulders at the end. So I did back, buys, shoulder, and then I hit just a couple ab workouts, and then I attempted to run. Man, my ass has been feeling heavy. Not like my butt, but like myself as a whole person has been feeling just heavy. And so I walked for the first minute, and I was like, the guy next to me started running. So I hit that, I put that up to 6.8, moved it up to 7, started running. I was like, because before I used to be able to run for like 40 minutes straight. I got to minute number 5, and and you gotta wear a mask to get it, like when you're in there. Some people take their mask down like under their nose, which I think is fucking stupid. It's like, what's the point? But I had to stop after 5 minutes because I was having to take my mask down to breathe because I could not physically run and breathe. Like I was literally, it felt like I was choking on the freaking like legit, like it felt like I was choking on the cloth, like just, I don't know, like suffocating me a little bit. So I was like, I have to stop running, put my mask all the way back up, and just power walked the rest of the way. So I ran for a total of 5 minutes. I was on the treadmill for maybe like 30 minutes total. So walked 25 minutes, ran for 5 minutes, but I think that's way better than doing nothing and way better than I've been doing for the past like 8 months. But yeah, I'm glad to be back at the gym. I I just hope it's safe and everyone is being as clean and cautious and aware of others and caring of others as much as I felt like I am when I've been there. So I am gonna go tomorrow morning, and I need to make my appointment, my reservation. But yeah, I bought a scale yesterday at Target, and I weighed myself. Before the pandemic began, I was at like 185. I fluctuated between like 184 and 186. So let's say 185. I weighed myself yesterday and I was at 190. So I've gained like 5 pounds and probably lost a lot of muscle. So my goal is to rebuild muscle and get down to 180. And so I'm actually like 9-10 pounds away. Yesterday when I weighed myself, though, I did weigh myself in the evening, and I usually go off of morning weight. So that 185 that I weighed 8 months ago is 185 morning weight. And so the 190 yesterday was evening weight, like after lunch and dinner. But yeah, I feel like my goal is to get there by the beginning of January to 180. We'll see how that goes, but now we're talking about like a second wave of lockdowns, and I'm all for doing and participating and supporting the greater good for all people. But I'm like, damn, I just started going back to the gym. This shit's gonna shut down again. So we'll see. But I'm like, I gotta get that workout in tomorrow. I keep telling myself as long as I can pull in. And this is weird, like, I don't know how I'm even calculating this, but basically, like, telling myself as long as I can get in 5 workouts before they shut down. I actually considered buying a Peloton this past week, and I spoke to my parents about it. Not that like they pay for it or anything, but just to see what they thought. My dad was like, hell no. Basically, it's like, for the cheap treadmill, it's like $75 a month for 3 years. The better one that they offer is $111 a month, and that is for 3 years as well. And I feel like it's a great quality treadmill, but also I feel like after you pay that off in 3 years, like that treadmill is gonna be like lacking big time. Like you got yourself a 3-year-old treadmill now that you just paid $2,500 for in total. I don't know, I also feel like it's not a great buy. I don't know, maybe I'll look at like Target, because I have an office walking treadmill. It's only for walking, like it doesn't go past a speed of 4.0. But yeah, I would definitely want to get a full-on like running treadmill. I think that would be dope, and I need that because I feel like my face has gotten pretty puffy. But who cares? I mean, I guess I kind of care a little bit if I'm talking about it, but anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, last thing I forgot. So, I just finished a drink from Starbucks. I'm gonna let you guys in on something. So, Starbucks espresso. I ordered 3 shots of double shot espresso on ice in a venti cup, and then I filled the rest up with a protein drink. It's so bomb, and it's like $2.50. So I'll order 3 double shots of espresso. I get decaf though, because I start looking like a drug addict if I don't. eyes start twitching. But you can get 3 double shots of espresso, and then you just pour in a protein shake, a chocolate protein shake. That shit is fire. Like, legit fire. It's so good. Like, I didn't want it to end today, but all good things have to come to an end, right? Just like this video. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Peace.